split toe to leather, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Blue. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Throwing, Underwood unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Trying to run, it's Davison. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Bruins will hustle to the line.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
Play fake, Iamaleava. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Blue. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
To the air. It's Underwood. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Trying to get started. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Underwood. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Long way to go on second down. Working the ground game. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Looking for the corner and could not find it. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Don't need a bunch on second down. They go play action. Bryce Underwood going long. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Left side is Stewart. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Imaliava. Grabbed in the middle. It's Grove. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Running inside. It's Davison. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll try the right side. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to...
Snags it and he's open. The 20. Touchdown, Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. All over him immediately.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They're all over it. And they got it.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's Underwood. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Fourth down, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. This offense has it with really good field position. The hand to the running back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Iamaleava. The quick game. Gets it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the return, it's Blue. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. At the 20, he's got space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands, and now making the third down very manageable.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Throwing, Underwood. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Looking to throw again. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Look out! Going deep to the corner. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. At about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava moves to his right. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Grove. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll move to wide receiver. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Out wide left, it's Grove. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sees an alley. Turning it on. Stopped March across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies taking on the number 7 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's Utah State in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick give. It's Davison. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
Trying to establish the run. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll ride the hot hand, fighting off the defender. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Hand it to the back. He breaks a tackle. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
Second and long here. Give to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Play action. Iamaleava buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Lawson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Throwing, Iamaleava. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at 26 with the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense all over him.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Iamaleava takes the easy one to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Blue. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Works the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's Underwood to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Imaliava on the play action. Rolls right. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Coming out with it, it's Blue. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Davison. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Making the adjustment on the play. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Blue. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Under pressure. And he avoids the sack.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
2nd down to the air. Finds his tight end. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The run inside. It's Marshall. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The fake and wants to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
4th down, Underwood. Escapes the sack. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Could be an alley. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll flip it out to the back of the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Defensive holding, an automatic 1st down for this offense. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A run for the quarterback. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Rush right in his face. Incomplete pass, but it'll be a productive play for the offense. This flag's going to go against the D. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Nothing doing. He has stopped short of the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They were all over it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They're all over it. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.